Hello and welcome to a new video. We already made a video earlier on about the season, some news that got released, but we had the issue that the PvP site is still not updated. And now there have been some leaks towards new move updates for the new season, so that's going to be interesting. I might have to take a look in between real quick at some of the move names because it's all like in Spanish, I think. So here I got those leaks basically from Marco Shiny on Twitch. But we're gonna take a look at everything of this one and what we're going to see as updates. I know if there's all the updates, most likely not. I'm still gonna make a video as soon as you're gonna get the actual news for PvP. But Hydro Pulso is very likely water pulse that is going to get buffed from 70 damage to 80 damage, plus getting a reduction of the energy that you need for it. I would imagine that they're gonna go up to 50 energy. I think that's kind of what is reasonable for it, but Pokemon that going to be affected by it, I maybe actually just gonna put up PV Poke on the side as well. That's kind of something I did not really expect that I have to do this today here with those leaks, but Niantic is what Niantic is really want to do here. So like, let's take a look at Water Pulse. Yeah, Pokemon, actually Mantine could be really impacted by it as well, but mainly like Dewgong could be having some time with that, but Drillbun I think is still going to be better. Walrein maybe has some water type coverage, maybe Gastrodon might want to see this move a little bit more now as well, but that's going to be an interesting one. Otherwise, not too sure what this is going to be about. I think those are Pokemon that would learn the move Sand Attack. Sand Attack is coming into the game, which you're going to see later on in a different screenshot as well. I think those Pokemon would learn it, but this is basically all that I really got from it. I'm not able to speak Spanish, so I don't really know all the time what they mean. Here's just a general collection of like some stuff that they posted. We have like more in detail stuff anyway. Here, I still have to check real quick what the first move actually is. The first move is actually Shadow Bone. Shadow Bone goes up to 80 damage again. I think that was what it was before. So good for the Alolan Melreg users of you. Definitely going to be cool. Demolition is, I think, Brick Break. Brick Break is going to take most likely a little bit more energy as far as I can see this here. Most likely up to 40. But it has, I think, a guaranteed chance to drop the opponent's defense, which might be really good for some Pokemon. And some Pokemon going to get this move as well. So Brick Break apparently is getting a nerf as well as a buff as far as I can see this, because like Brick Break is already a 35 energy move. I doubt that they're gonna go ahead and decide, yeah, we're gonna make it like a 30 energy move and give it a buff. So most likely 40 energy now, but will give you the option to debuff. Then we're going to have some of the new moves here as well. This is going to be Metal Sound. Some Pokemon that can learn it, most likely more Pokemon going to learn as well, but we don't know more. It's going to be Trash Cloak, Wormadam, Magneton, Magnemite, and Magnezone plus Bronzong. Bronzong going to be very interesting for this one. And Click, it has 3 damage apparently. We don't know how much energy it generates. We don't know how the turn's looking like. I could see it being a Mudshot clone with 3 damage and 2 turns and 4.5 energy per turn. Would make a lot of sense. So if this is going to be a Mudshot clone, I think it's going to be really good for Pokemon like Kling or like the evolution of it. Plus Bronzong, especially for Bronzong, would be really, really good for it. So it's going to be an interesting one here for sure. Then we're going to see here, Hakomo already has Brick Break and I think some others as well, but we had this already in prior seasons when Niantic didn't know that certain Pokemon have certain moves already. And I actually just got sent a video again from apparently some partnered creators that just released the content anyway, so that's going to be great for us here. So we can even take a look at here. We're going to see that Kling Klang and whatever is also going to be part of it, which is going to be interesting. We're going to see here as well that we can see what else is going to be happening here. We're going to have we're just going to let it run here as well. You're going to see real quick what they're going to have to say here as well. We're going to see the new Psychic type move, which is I think Psywave, which is going to have now Mr. Mime, Mischievous, the Lunatone, the Solrock, Mismagius, Inkay, and Malama. Only a few Pokemon. Again, 3 damage. I would imagine this might be a 1-turn fast move or something, because we already have Psycho Cut, so it doesn't really make sense to make another Psycho Cut clone basically for it. And now we're gonna see here as well the Sandshrew, the Sandslash. We're going to see here the Pokemon that can learn the new fast move Sand Attack, and there are quite a few more than I expected. Yeah, that's basically what I just said as well. The second screenshot that we saw there were the additional Pokemon. All those Pokemon will be able to learn Sand Attack. 2 attack fast move basically, like does basically no damage. So I would imagine it's most likely something like 2 damage fast move, but 4 energy generation, something like Fury Cut I think is currently. That would be most likely the most reasonable for it, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be too good for it as well. I guess it's going to be a little bit less energy, but a little bit more damage than, for example, Mudshot. Here we're going to see again the different kind of changes as well. We're going to see that the Brick Break is going to get the buff. We're going to see already the Shadow Bone. We're just going to skip through it because they already talked about it. The next one is going to be Cross Chop. Cross Chop is going to get +5 damage, which does make sense because it's not going to be like crazy overpowered either. Pokemon like Machamp, like Obstacle, are going to enjoy this. Aqua Collar is, I think, the Awkward Tail. So Awkward Tail gonna get a 5 buff, which is actually going to be pretty huge. I think there are a lot of Pokemon that really like to run Awkward Tail. So I think this is going to be crazy. And yeah, we saw already the other buff here as well. Let's see if they're going to have anything more because we haven't talked about this yet. Here we're gonna see that Goodra is gonna get Awkward Tail, which is going to make this Pokemon actually very interesting as well. Empoleon gonna get Steel Wing, which I also suggested before in the video. We have Shadow Claw, Feraligatr, which I also suggested in the video, which is going to be wild. Galate getting the new move of Psycho Cut, which is absolutely wild as well, which you're gonna take a look a little bit later on as well. Araquanid gonna get the Water Pulse, apparently, as you can see here as well. Demolition on the throw is going to be again the Brick Break on Throw, Brick Break on Sork, Brick Break on the Crocodile, Brick Break on Crabrawler, and the Crabominable, the Como-O, the Como-O. I think still Como-O mostly wants to rather run the Close Combat, I would imagine. We're gonna get Diglett and Ductrio. I think that's going to get the new move of Mudshot. Not Mudshot, what's called like Sand Attack. I think that's what it is. Maybe I'm wrong with that. Like, let me know in the comment section. I think there's still like some more exactly. I think the Starmie is gonna get the new fast move of the what's called Psy Wave as well. So it's going to be interesting. Don't know what Curlia is getting here, by the way, but it doesn't really matter because Curlia doesn't really have any potential in any leagues. It's not really interesting. Oh, I think we're gonna get Bullet Seed on Liliep now, which is going to be great. And is it Earthquake on Gastrodon? I'm not too sure. Or is it like the Sandtag as well? But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Here, Ludia is, by the way, the creators that we look at here as well, which is here in the title anyway. So don't know how they are allowed to share this out early, but this is going to be it for this video. Hope this helped you out, but honestly, I will mostly make a few videos now later on as well about the move update. It's going to be interesting, but yeah, we don't really know the stats of the moves yet in the code. It's going to be an interesting one as well. Going to be definitely something that is interesting. Niantic is still not really updating anything. It's still not really shown in English or anything like this. So yeah, I'm going to try to put all of the stuff into my own PvPoke version. I'm going to try to showcase the data that we just now achieved by this as well. But I don't know, like, I don't know how much is going to change. I think Bronzong going to be great from what I've seen as well here. Bronzong has great coverage moves. Bronzong just needed like a really good fast move, and if this is going to be basically a Mudshot clone, I think it's going to be great for it. So that's going to be interesting. We have, the Como is going to be kind of interesting as well. I think Cross-Chop buff is kind of cool. Might make it interesting for Pokemon like Primeape, as well as the Machamp, as well as the Obstacle again. Awkward Tail buff might be a little bit too good nearly. Like, we have so many water types already. Like, why do you buff them again? But like, Pokemon like Quillfish going to be better. Goodra, of course, going to be better. Like, Goodra now getting this move is going to be crazy. Araquanid, I'm curious if the water type coverage is something that you really want to have on this Pokemon, or if you rather needed like a better fast move on it. Throw and Sork. Throw actually has really great stats, but needs a better fast move. The charge move doesn't really help. It already has Body Slam on it. But yeah, the headbutt doesn't really help it either. Crocodile needs a better fast move as well. We're going to have here the Golem, which can be actually an interesting Pokemon. Golem with a new fast move. I think this would be one of the better Pokemon to use. Having so I think like a Rock Blast and Earthquake already can be kind of decent, or like even I think even Rock Slide learns. Empoleon going to be crazy, Feraligatr going to be crazy, Galate going to be crazy, so those going to be a very interesting Pokemon to use. But otherwise, not a lot that actually changed the season compared to the last one. A few more fast moves, it's kind of cool, and like charge moves as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.